Laquita Davis with Committed the Scholar Athlete Source. I'm here today with Head Coach, Coach Garrett of the Women's High School basketball team here in Stuttgart. How are you doing today, Coach?
Doing very well, thank you.
Doing well? It's cold enough for you?
Oh, it's very cold. Yeah, it started dumping snow. I mean, that's November in Germany, so
Yes,
we're all good.
yes indeed. I am freezing.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm freezing. Well, let's dive in, Coach. Just give me a little bit about your hometown, your background, your playing or coaching.
Sure.
Some information.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I'm from a little town in southwestern Oregon. I went to high school at Eagle Point High School. Grew up in a family of 5 boys. No sisters in my family.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, I was the youngest, so I was treated as the sister in my family.
Okay.
With my 4 other brothers. We've all played sports. 3 of them are 6'7". I unfortunately made the 6'4". And so when it came to different sports, I was more in the football, and the basketball kind of went through high school, and that's kind of about where my journey ended with basketball. But just having the chance to get back into it and coach, and that's one of those things I've always wanted to do, and glad to be able to have a chance to do that.
Okay, awesome. So new head coach here of the women's program.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So is this your first year coaching women's sports?
So no. So actually, when we got here in 2017, I helped out for 2 years with the women's program for 2 of them, and then COVID hit, and everything kind of changed, and that's when then I was asked to help out on the boys side, and then now that the head coach she retired this last year, and they kind of asked me to jump back into it, so I'm very excited to kind of get back into it. It's different again, going from coaching the boys back to the women, so it's a lot of fun.
So no pressure on
no pressure at all. No.
Women's basketball or men's basketball?
You know what? I'm gonna say women's basketball because the stress level is so much different. Again, I'm getting to the whole clicky thing. I'm like, what is going on?
Yes.
I can't even get mad at it. Like when I'm trying to talk to them, and they're like, preach, coach, and I'm like, what is happening right now? So I love it. It's so much fun.
Okay,
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into your upcoming season as a new head coach. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay. What is your focus going into the preseason to make this program better, or any goals that you have? What's the focus?
So honestly, for me, with the program here with this group, they've been quite successful in the last few years, and so the idea, right, we want to keep that success going. But really, for me, the main focus is that I always look at. I'm never looking at winning. I'm not those just ticking off that box, right? I'm not into that. I want to instill the qualities in my players of how they can grow and get better in life. Can we work hard? Do we quit? Do we help our teammate when they hit the floor, get them up, right? And just all those pieces that I instill into that culture with it to help them become successful. And honestly, when we do all those little things, the success comes.
Yes.
Whether it's with wins or simply that friendship and that camaraderie and that togetherness that we want to build as a family.
Okay. Well, speaking with your young ladies, they have a great sense of togetherness. Great sense of togetherness, and it's admirable. So hopefully that makes your job a bit easier.
No, I hope so. Yeah.
Okay. So what would you say are your biggest challenges and opportunities, coming into this upcoming season?
So I mean, honestly, some of the biggest challenges, right, when there's change.
Right.
When some of these girls have been in the program, I think for at least the last 2 years now, as freshmen and sophomores, and now they're juniors, and trying to have that buy-in with a new coach, right? A new head coach. Things will be different. Everything won't be the same. And so just trying to get through that obstacle of having them buy in to the system of what I'm trying to instill and bring to them. So far, I mean, it seems like it's been nothing but acceptance. I mean, they're soaking it in, they're loving it. And so again, that's just what I'm hoping can keep going. But then again, right, there's some of those old habits and things that have possibly been done before. We just want to try to make sure, let's keep going forward and always try to advance and get better, instead of kind of going backwards.
Okay. So what would you see as, oftentimes you have a new coach, like you said, adapting and buying in. the focus is normally on the turmoil or the challenges. What would you say are some opportunities that you're looking forward to as a new coach?
Well, what's awesome opportunities with it, with again, having new coaches, again, all four of us, we're brand new faces. Even though I've been on the side kind of watching, right, helping out with the two squads for the boys, but then kind of watching the girls and whatnot in the years past. But it's like fresh eyes, right?
Okay.
Like we are all brand new, like
Right.
as coaches. We have no biases. Like
Right.
essentially we're like, if you, like, you have to show us what you got to prove to us that you're able to be here
Right.
versus knowing who you are and that you've been here in years past. And that was even something I brought up with the girls that were here previous. I said, look, just because you were here last year on the team is not an automatic ticket. Like you still
Right.
got to prove to us. Like you still got to show us that you want to be here, that you want to fight and you want to have that grit and that determination to accomplish what we're asking you to do. Because I always tell them every day is an evaluation, and that
Right.
kind of goes in life too. Like
Absolutely.
whether my job, I'm always being evaluated every day. And so it goes from not just basketball, but hopefully it'll translate as we move on past basketball into their careers, school, and their life in general.
Okay. So the opportunity to create a new tone, the new mindset.
Yeah.
What's your defensive philosophy?
Defense philosophy, I'm like, we are all defense.
Defense.
Where it's like the idea behind that is, if we're all doing our job right, then we are going to be successful.
Right.
And so it's always kind of that mentality of like, I got your back, she's got my back, right? Like we all got each other's back.
Right.
And so we are full on smothering in the sense of where our opponent can't breathe. They don't have a chance to get a chance to look at anybody. And so we are on it and gone. And so hopefully that defense will hopefully translate into an easy offense.
Right.
Where we're already gone, we score, and we're standing waiting for you. Say, let's do it again. Let's see what you got. So.
Well, one of the things, many things I admired about your young ladies is the initiative that they take. They're very serious about the season. Captain informed me that she spoke to you about setting a meeting prior to the season.
Yep.
Very focused. They seem to be very bought into what you're willing to bring to the organization as well as this season. So they're brought in and they trust you.
Oh no,
And
that means a lot. It means seriously. I have a set of juniors. I mean, they are hungry, and they are ready to get going. Like they have been in the gym after season last year, on their own group time, doing stuff and just putting the work in. And I mean, honestly, that's kind of where it's at.
Right.
I could teach you only so much during
Right.
season, but from that February to November, that's where the real work comes in. And I think a lot of these girls that have come this year really took that to heart and really worked on that stuff. So I'm excited to see what they bring. Start game time in a couple weeks.
And as a coach, that has to be pretty good for them a great feeling for them to be so receptive.
Exactly.
With the change, new coach and players,
Yeah.
So it has to be a great feeling, coach.
No, for sure it is. 100%. Coming in, not really having to motivate a whole lot because they are already on top of it, trying to motivate each other, which is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge in anything.
Okay. So I know defense is the focus, which is a great foundation. Foundation. It's where it starts. What would you say what's the offensive philosophy?
So the offensive philosophy, so me and my assistant coach, when we're working with the girls, a lot of times we are don't be a robot. A lot of times they get set if it's a play, I have to run to a certain spot,
Right.
and this person does this exactly, and it's no. Every time the ball is in your hands, we should be looking to score, right? We want to do what the defense gives us. Don't react to what they are, but we want them to have to react to us. And so that's kind of that idea of when we're moving the ball around, we're always looking, right? Whether if I'm on the far side of the court, furthest from the ball, I should always be looking, right? I might get the ball at some point. And so that's probably one of the bigger struggles I've had so far is getting out of the idea of I pass the ball, my job is to run through here and go this way, but no, your job is to pass the ball and then look for it as you are transitioning to another spot on the floor. And so that's kind of with the offensive mindset is we're trying to get out of that old, I run to a spot, that's my job, versus ball's in your hand, we're looking to score.
Right.
So.
Okay. So fresh start. what ways or tactics you use to create new team building methods, right? Because, obviously they've had the previous coach for a while.
Yeah.
And, it's a new environment. We're setting a new tone.
Yeah.
So your team building methods, what are some of your team building methods?
So a lot of the big ones that we're doing, so I try to have the captains kind of get together, and create something that's unique for the team. Again, like our theme really this year is just together, like being together, and being family. And so what I have them do, and they're working on it right now, but coming up with something where, like, when we're in the high school, when we're in the school walking around, where it's like a little handshake, like something that's special, unique to them, right? So then they're part of something that's unique and special to them.
Right.
And even like our warm up that we got, bringing something different and new, versus I'm like, hey, this thing is great. I see all the teams do it, but before they come to their huddle, but I'm like, we're gonna do something different. Right. And even when they stop, they're like, oh my God, like, I love this. Like, let's do this. Right. And so, that way it's special, right? It's theirs. They get to own it. And then they, again, have that connectiveness, that cohesiveness, where, again, it's building like that team bond and that unity.
In the process.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want the team to accomplish this year?
Honestly, I want them, like, my biggest accomplishment is that when we fight in every game, that we fight the entire game. Even if we're losing, we don't give up. Right. And we constantly push ourselves. Even if we are successful, continue to push ourselves to get better. Because we always want them to bring out the best version of themselves every day. And that goes not just even on the court. That goes in the classroom, in the hallway, when we go home, right, with our families, our friends, that integrity, right? When people aren't looking, are we still pushing ourselves to be the best version of ourselves? And honestly, that, for me, that's like the biggest drive and push that I want them to accomplish and have. Because again, at the end of the day, like, someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose. If you win, are you a good sport about it? Do you go shake their hand out of respect and say, great fight? And if you lose, do you go shake their hand and say, great job, you got us this time? Like, hopefully we get you next time? Like, that's, to me, where the sportsmanship comes into play. And that's what we're always looking for here.
Okay, Coach. So, what is one of your most proudest moments within your coaching career?
Honestly, it would probably be the first year I coached with the girls program when we moved here. I kind of came in, I helped out, I was a JV coach, and there's a young lady I had on my team. She was a junior, and she played in Texas. They came from Texas at one point, and last time she played basketball was her freshman year. She did play her sophomore year, but I had her with me. It was awesome. She came to me at one point and she said, Coach, I want you to understand, my experience I had when I played before coming here as a freshman, like, I hated basketball. Like, the coach that she had, whatever happened, she hated the game. And she came to me and told me, she said, after you be my coach, I love this game again. And right now I'm getting goosebumps and chills. Like, that for me, it wasn't winning the games, it wasn't winning the championship. That's what it is for me. That's why I love coaching. Like, I want kids to love the sport they're playing. I want them to be in it, and understand all those things that we're trying to teach them goes on in life. And we always, that's probably my biggest moment. Like, I've always enjoyed that moment.
Wow. Okay. So, Coach, we're going to play a quick game. It's called Quick Pick.
Let's go.
Ready? You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. I'll ask you a question. You provide me with an answer. Okay. Let's see how quick you can be on your toes. Okay. McDonald's or Burger King?
Oh, McDonald's.
Oh, got you. Almost got you, Coach.
I know. Okay.
MJ or Kobe?
Oh, it's going to be MJ.
MJ,
hands down.
Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
Defense or offense?
Definitely defense.
Defense, okay. Would you say sweats or jeans?
Oh, neither? Sweats.
Neither?
Let's go sweats.
Okay. 2-pointers or 3-pointers?
Oh, 2-pointers.
2-pointers?
For sure.
Okay.
That's where all the grit's coming in. You got 5 of those. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say 4 quarters or 2 halves?
No, I like, I like the quarters, and I also like the halves. Quarters. Let's go quarters. I like quarters.
Well, what is it that you like about the quarters?
I like because you have a different. I think more moments kind of break it, you
Right.
know, and recollect.
Right.
But then the halves, but shoot, man, halves are great too. Like no quarters, I'll say quarters.
40s, okay. So,
Yeah.
would you rather run fast or jump high?
Jump high.
Jump high?
Yeah.
Okay. Home game or away game?
Definitely. No, home games. Home games.
Home games?
Yes. I was gonna say away games, but no, home games are great because you're there with your family, you're with everybody. They're all cheering you on. Yeah. Home
Okay.
games.
Nikes or Adidas?
Ooh, Nikes.
Nikes, okay. Let's say floater or mid-range?
Mid range.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I asked this in a player perspective first.
Okay.
Squats or wall sits?
Ooh. Let's go wall sits.
Wall sits.
Yeah.
So from a coaching perspective, squats or wall sits?
Wall sits.
Wall sits?
I like
Okay.
both of them.
You like
sorry.
both of them?
As a player, I love wall sits.
Okay.
Sorry.
Defensive player then, right?
Yeah.
So let's say NCAA or NBA?
Ooh, NCAA hands down.
Whataburger or Chick-fil-A?
Honestly, I've never been to Whataburger, so I
Okay.
would say
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm from the West Coast, a little
That's
area in
fair.
Oregon,
That's
so
fair.
I don't know what other place is.
That's fair. Last one, Domino's or Pizza Hut?
Ooh, Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Their
Okay.
breadsticks are the best. They're yummy.
You're yummy?
I like them.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll give you one more.
Okay.
Jordans or Air Forces?
You know what? Let's go with Jordans.
Jordans?
I'm wearing some right now. So
Yeah,
let's
those are
let's
sweet.
Stick with the Jordans. Yeah.
I like that,
I bought
you know?
myself another pair, so
Yeah.
like the white and black ones. So
Okay.
I'll have ones for home games and one for away
Yeah.
games. So it'll be good.
Yeah. Add two more to them, you know?
Yeah.
Coach, you have to, shoe game is important.
Right? No,
To the
for sure. No.
kids,
Well,
you know.
and what's awesome, so on the boys' side, they have their thing called Just Us. That's like their motto.
Okay.
And so when I was with the boys, I was part of the Just Us, right? And so the girls would have something different. And I actually got myself a pair of shoes, but I specially designed them.
Nice.
So on one side it says Just Us, and this side it says We Rise. So
Okay.
that's really nice.
So what do you're going to do for the girls? Togetherness?
Well, that's what, the We Rise is gonna be the new
Okay,
one
I
with the
got
girls,
you.
right?
I
So
got
together
you.
we rise.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right, Coach. Well, I want to say thank you for your time.
No, I appreciate it.
You could easily coach men's basketball. I think it's very important to have a person of your persona to give back and to coach women
Yeah.
sports. It's needed. So I commend you and I thank you for that.
appreciate
Again, I know that there are plenty of men teams that you can go and coach,
Yeah.
right? And so I just want to best wishes this year.
Thank you.
This luck, would be nice to get another ring.
It would be
you know?
nice. I know they're hunting for another one.
Yes,
So
I send
I'm
you-
hoping if I can do the best I can to get them
For
in
sure.
that spot of success, then
For
that's great.
sure, for sure. But again, thank you. We're so happy to be here and thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you as well.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.